Well, hello and welcome back. Time for an update, I think. I've not put anything on for a little while, and that's probably because we've just been so bloody busy. Excuse my language. So, a bit of an update, particularly on the retirement front and where we might be going and where we might be heading, and also a little bit on the scooter video front. While we were away in Ireland recently, and this is where the videos have been a little bit slow coming out. I've got one out, but I've probably got 3 or 4 other ones to come from our more massive Devon Vesper days and the few days riding in between, some beautiful bits of countryside, but we've just been absolutely up to here with stuff to do. So not yet got round to it, and so I feel like I should offer an apology to anybody who follows the channel, but it's also a hobby, so if I don't get round to doing it as quickly as I'd like, well, so be it. But I also do feel like I possibly ought to apologise for being a bit slow with the videos. So an update on everything else. While we were away in Ireland, something we've been discussing for a little while on and off, and semi-seriously, we actually bit the bullet and took the decision and decided to put our house on the market and get us that little step closer, or big step closer realistically, to semi-retiring. And so the week we came back from Ireland, it was a bit of a mad dash, tidy up, get the lawns cut, get the garden looking nice, and ready for the photographs. Photographer came round, house went on the market the following afternoon, and within 24 hours we had about 10 bookings for viewings. That's the word I'm looking for, viewings. Come round within the first week of it being on the market. So yeah, very, very encouraging early signs, and we were really happy with the details. And for me, it was fascinating to see how these guys use 360 cameras and drones and everything as well. And another update, following on from a video of a couple of months ago, as to which scooter I should sell. Well, I've completely reversed my decision for now and listed the GTS for sale. Reason being is I did ride that one in the end on the Ireland trip, and absolutely superbly it performed as ever. And when we got back, I had the feeling that, well, is that the last chance I'm going to have to ride it of any distance this year, apart from maybe a couple of bits of running around? So why keep it for another year when it's not really going to be gathering dust, but when it's surplus to requirements in a lot of respects. So I've put it on just to see what happens. So at the moment, the two strokes are staying and the GTS is up for sale. But back to the retirement front, we're also sorting garages out and sheds out and heaven knows what, because we've been in this house for 17 years. Within 10 days of the house going on the market, we've accepted an offer. So big changes ahead, and a lot to do, an awful lot to do, sorting, tidying. It's a large house, and we've grown to fill it, unfortunately, and now we need to shrink back out again. So been busy on Facebook Marketplace listing all sorts of odds and sods out of our shed. I need to get onto the garage as well, camping stuff that we've had for years and years and years. And also on the subject of camping, we've made the retirement decision, or semi-retirement decision, that our travelling is going to be mainly by camper van. We already are camper vanners with a Volkswagen T4, but we're looking at an upgrade and having looked around a lot of different vans over the last few months, motorhomes, van conversions, the professional conversions from the big companies, Eldis and Swift, etc. Come to the conclusion that we're going to get one built. Going to get it built to our specifications, so we can have space for carrying the scooters around as well, but also a sensible amount of living space, and something that's got our personal touch on rather than necessarily something that's come out of a factory. Now, sadly, I don't have the DIY skills. I could probably knock something together, but knock together would be the appropriate term. something that's professionally built but bespoke. And as such, we've also been looking around and taking some advice regarding donor vans, and we've bit the bullet and just committed to buy a virtually brand new van, cancelled order, so pretty massive saving from list price. But with the van market as it is now, it's peaked and it's coming back down, and there's excess stock in the market, so prices of new vans are virtually the same as 1 and 2 year old vans anyway. And the beauty of buying a new van is you don't have to worry about its history, what it's been used for. Even if it's been used temporarily as a hire van or an Amazon delivery van or something like that, we'll be the first owner and have all of the worry taken away as to whether you buy something with inherent problems. Because the problem with modern diesels nowadays is they are just not very well made. They're made to meet emissions requirements rather than made for longevity. Our Volkswagen T4 out there, probably about a 70 horsepower non-turbo 5-cylinder diesel, like a snail, particularly up hills, 390,000 miles on the clock and still pulling like a train. Whereas we now look at modern Citroen, Peugeot, Fiat, even Mercedes and Volkswagen vans, etc., Ford Transits, none of them have got the most fantastic reputation nowadays for reliability and longevity. So our feeling was, if we buy a new van or virtually new van now, it'll still be a decent new vehicle, newish enough vehicle in 5 years' time, and have a reasonable residual value if we're done with our van travelling and want a life of a little bit more luxury. So it won't be full time anyway, but we are looking at hopefully having the option of getting away for some longer breaks, longer trips, maybe combining multiple European Vespa events in single trips, hop from one to another, using the van as our low cost accommodation, making it affordable. But that means we won't be doing the riding, but we'll be doing the riding when we're there, and hopefully get to visit some wonderful places in between and some gorgeous scenery, get the scooters out, get out and have a few days exploring, put them away, move on to the next place. That's the theory. That's hopefully what we might be able to achieve, but got a bit to do before we get there, including clearing out the shed, garage, etc. And I haven't even ventured up into the loft. But the one thing is that Mrs. B is going to have to make a really, really harsh, ruthless decision about how many Christmas decorations we keep. I might just make that decision myself. We'll see. So I'm hoping we'll get some of the Irish and Devon videos out in the very near future. There's a lot of footage for me to edit because we had about 10 days worth without any editing and downloading in between. But I'm getting there. It just takes a bit of time getting the stuff off the 360 camera. So for more content on that, if you don't already, please subscribe, please like this video, it really helps. And hopefully we'll have some retirement updates or early retirement, semi-retirement updates. We're still not quite sure where we are yet. And even though we've had an offer on the house, an old businessman always used to say to me, sale's not a sale till the pound is in the till. And so until we're exchanging contracts, the house isn't sold, but fingers crossed, everything should go very smoothly. So until next time, see you soon, take care, and hopefully we'll have some updates in the very near future. Bye for now.